Hello, this is Mary Phillips again, teen librarian and reference librarian, and welcome back to my yard. This is my small vegetable patch. I wish I could tell you I have beautiful raised beds with pathways, but I don't. We fence this area in because of the deer, and it does keep them out, and it even keeps the groundhogs out. We had to dig it in a foot, and we had to put it up this high to keep deer out. But I can safely grow my vegetables in this area. And right now, I'm planting my tomatoes. My tomatoes are ready to jump out of the pot and go someplace else. And they've gotten quite big. And what I'm going to do is plant them as deep as I can. So I've dug a hole as deep as I can possibly do it. And I'll put this in and put the dirt around it. Now, tomatoes need staking. And I have these nice tomato cages. But if you're just going to rely on a tomato cage, they'll fall over. So, because I have a lot of fence posts, tremendous numbers of fence posts, I put in at least 2 fence posts per cage. And although the cage is like this, nothing's going to fall over. Now, usually, because I plant in the same area and I can't rotate my crops, I always felt very guilty until I read in the New York Times, which you can get through our website, an article on tomato planting. They're in your soil anywhere in the garden, so I don't feel so guilty not rotating my tomato plants. But I do add to the soil. Now, very often I'll buy something like dehydrated cow manure, which they're calling other stuff now. It doesn't really have a smell, but it's very organic and it's good for your tomatoes. This year I haven't gotten out, but every year I add to my vegetable garden and my flower garden this stuff. And you know what this is? Every year when we do our lawn, sometimes we can't just mow it back into the lawn. We have to bag it. So we put it in the woods. Especially in the fall when all the leaves come down, we put it in the woods. And guess what? It turns into this stuff. It isn't exactly compost, but it's close enough and it's very organic. And I add it to all my gardening, and it seems to do a really great job. So when you plant your tomatoes, plant them deep and support them. If you're planting on your deck, and I've got 1 tomato on my deck, you're going to need to support it also. And although my pot is big and I'll put supports in the pot, it's not enough. So very often I tie it to the railing, and my railing is very secure, so I don't have to worry about it. So happy planting, enjoy your garden, and if you just have a deck, you can definitely put a tomato plant on it, any kind of tomato plant. Just make sure you support it.